Meet Howie. Howie's our newest addition to the Fizz family. Howie's a little boy. His mama there, Olive's eating hay, but Howie's such a lovable little boy. He's our miniature donkey, and he's a lovable one. He's such a sweetie, such a sweetie. Say hi, Howie. Hi, Howie. He speaks good English too. That's Howie, and glad to meet you, bud. Howdy doody, I got some mail today. I've seen quite a few people get some mail lately, and I got a big box from Earthling Press. Pretty excited to see what I got here. One thing I want to get into right before I get started is if you ordered Ghoul N the Cape within the first 48 hours, you got a free shot glass. And I don't remember if I ordered in the first 48 hours or not. So I'm going to get a little bit of a surprise or a disappointment in my order. I can't remember which, but I got a contingency plan one way or the other. So let's jump right into it. Josh Malerman's Ghoul N the Cape. It's a great big box, and it's the only outstanding order I've got from Earthling Press at the moment. So that must be what we're talking about here. A great big box, and what I believe is going to be a great big book. Fat, P-H-A-T. That's how the cool kids spelled it 20 years ago. I don't know what the cool kids say anymore, because I'm not a kid and I'm not cool either way. But let's see if I could ever figure out how to get this joker opened. Come up with a plan here real quick about how to open this box. Don't let the box get the best of me. Box, you won't win. You won't beat me. I'm going to get this one way or the other. Something like that. All right, I think I got it ready. Fragile. Must be Italian. I think that's fragile deer. Yeah, naturally. Anyway, it's so fragile, I'm going to have to go Hulk smash on it to get it open because I didn't get a good cut. We're gonna get, in fact, you'll see before I do. It's heavy on one side, light on the other. Let's see, did I get a big piece of foam? Yes. Did I get a shot glass? I see something shiny in there. I must have ordered within the first 48 hours or just got lucky, one or the other, because I can't remember which. So I got a shot glass, looks like here. Anybody know what a shot glass is for? Can you read that? Logan's, NYC. Now I got a place up in upstate New York. I live in Florida. I've got a place on Lookout Mountain outside of Fort Payne, Alabama. Got a place in upstate New York in a little tiny town you never heard of, and I never heard of it either till I went there. But on the back of this cup it says Josh Malerman's Ghoul N the Cape, Earthling publication. Let's see if I can come up with a plan here. See, can you see what it says? Can you see what it says? Now let me put this book aside for just a second, and I'm going to show you exactly what shot glasses are for. This is what they're for. We allowed to do this here? Here's what a shot glass is for. Don't move. That's what shot glasses are for. Looking pretty on the shelf. Now let's get back to the matter at hand. So I bought a book, Josh Malerman's Ghoul N the Cape from Earthling Press. Brought a big book, and we got some phenomenal packaging. Doggone, I wish, on one hand, I wish everybody packaged books this well, because that means you're probably going to get your books in tip-top shape. On the other hand, I'm assuming somewhere along the way, the buyer's got to pay for this stuff. Suntour Press does it, and I know the cost of shipping, the cost of everything in a business ends up getting passed on to the customer. So the good thing is you're not going to get damaged books. If you do, something catastrophic occurred. The bad news is I don't know how to get the book out. We'll just flip it, tip it, pull it out of here. Try not to damage my dust jacket. Keep the dust jacket in good shape. That's packaging, boys and girls, men and women, children of all ages, ladies and gentlemen, however it goes. Look at the spine. It looks like a gigantic book, and it's heavy as a mafk. That's a heavy book. In case you don't know what mafk is, neither do I. Join the club. It's less vulgar than what you might say in some occasions. Limited edition, numbered to 1,000, and I got Lawrence Taylor, lucky number 56. How come you can't see that? What's your problem? Why can't you see that? Look at our signature page. Man, it looks sweet. Actual artwork on our signature page. And I got number 56, Lawrence Taylor. Ghoul N the Cape, 1,000 numbered copies, 26 lettered copies. So before we get going too far, let's take a look. Our end papers. What color is that? It's not white. It's something in the middle. Stitch our dust jacket, and we'll get back to it in a minute if we need to. And take a look at our boards. I got some kind of I guess it would be a cloth board. Doesn't look clothish, but man, it looks good without the dust jacket. You can see the gold foil, whatever you call this, inside, inlaid in an embossed telescope on a tripod. Tripod is 3. I figured that out. I love the spine. Sometimes I wish I had 2 copies of some books, because when you take the dust jackets off, they just look so nice. So sometimes I wish I had 2. I've actually got a couple of books that I've done that with, one with and one without the dust jacket. But as a rule, it takes up a lot of shelf space, and obviously it costs a little bit more. Now, if you get time, go on to the Forgotten Fiction, and that's a very recent interview with Josh Malerman, the author of Ghoul N the Cape. You talk about this book some, as well as some other works, but a delightful fellow in an interview. I don't know why I raised my eyebrows. He's a delightful fellow in an interview. Watching him, the passionate way that he speaks is always entertaining. But anyway, take a chance to check that interview out. It's a good one here. What I want to do before we call this video a wrap is find some pictures, artwork. There's a lot of it in this book. It's a thick book. I showed you the spine, but look at this, man. That's a gigantic book. Let's take a look. Take a look at a gigantic book. Let's forget that. Skip that part. Whatever. You can see how big it is, can't you? And it was delivered in perfect condition. One thing I want to look at is the binding. Sometimes people ask about bindings. What are you going to get? And you can tell by looking at this binding what you got. Good stuff. For those of you who are binding aficionados, can you tell me what we're talking about here? I think the description describes it anyway. But looking for artwork now. There's a bunch of them, and for some reason, when my fingers do the walking, I'm not running into these pictures. I feel like I'm passing them by. And not getting to show. I think it's because, I think this is what's happening to me, is our chapter headings are dark pages. And so they have me looking for pictures that aren't actually there. But I found another one. Some of the terrific artwork in this book. And from everything, I haven't read the book. I didn't get an advanced reader copy, and this is my first time of getting my hands on the limited edition. From everything I've heard and everything I've read about this giant book, it's highly recommended. So it's on my list of books to read for sure. I might wait until I can get something with a soft cover, something that I can handle, because it's a big book. It's going to take more than a day for me. So I don't want to jack up my $75 signed and limited edition Earthling Press hardcover. Let's see if I can find any more of the pictures in this book before we call it quits. Earthling Press really exceeded expectation when it comes to packaging. They've exceeded expectation when it comes to presentation, artwork, and now they're exceeding expectation when it comes to interior illustrations. I think I'm skipping one, but we may just have to miss some. I'm missing a lot of this artwork. I know for a fact I am, and I'm sorry. I am. That's all I can do. Just apologize, because I don't want to spend all day standing here searching and searching for artwork. But golly, man, they did a great job with this art, with the interior illustrations in this book. I'm very pleased. What I'm going to put on my shelf is going to take some space, and it's heavy. It's a thick book, but it's also a heavy book. Not all thick books are heavy. But I'm pleased with what I got. Luckily for me, the shelves that I've been buying, and my wife insists on uniformity. I can't remember the brand, the name of them. They come from IKEA. But these particular shelves come with solid wood boards. It's not particle board, it's actual boards, solid wood. And they're sturdy and they're stiff, and they can take the weight that a mug like this is going to put on them. So as far as that goes, I'm sure I'm forgetting some important stuff. But I'm done talking. Hope you like the book. I hope you like the video. If you do, my children's ask people to like and subscribe. My young one, whenever he walks in the room and making a video, he'll say, like and subscribe. So if you don't mind, how about liking and subscribing? And if you don't like, then in the immortal words of Terry Funk, if you don't like it, keep your damn mouth shut. As far as that goes, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. I got no more lies to tell. C'est la vie, baby.